Right, it actually gives me plenty of time to hit the record button because I kind of forgot. There we
They're
go.
defeated.
Alright.
Right.
So let's start.
Let's start by introducing in the top right the yellow Scorpion Cell player, Alstar.
And in the bottom left, the purple HQ player. It's not me, it's Spathi. I don't know who this guy is, but if he's competent, then it'll be a good game.
Yeah, pretty much. Spathi's actually a relatively unknown factor in this. He hasn't said much. We don't know if they've practiced at all, however, or their familiarity with the map. So, unknown factor going into this, and we'll keep a close eye on how they play.
I do think that, obviously these picks are completely blind, but I would say that people who were worrying about Scorpion Cell being too strong, HQ is a reasonable pick against them. You can actually deal with speeder trikes fairly effectively.
Taking that from the HQ main himself.
I have practice.
Yeah, especially with all the bloody 3.3.5 stuff. Both players looking out to capture oil derricks. Alstar getting one derrick, leaving engineers around for the other derricks. I think a couple of spooks forced him off.
Alstar managed to pick up an engineer as well.
Ooh, even better. Although one of his engineers is about to get brutally murdered. There we go.
So it's two derricks each at the moment. Both players just looking for a sizable amount of infantry to open up.
Indeed. Both mining gems. It's fairly standard Obsidian Knoll opening, really.
Yeah.
Alstar's going to want to watch that engineer and his initiates. There we go.
I think the build orders are where the game will start to divulge quite a lot. We might see like multi-factory macro spam, or we might see a bit of teching.
Well, both players are currently in the process of building their second refinery. Opus tank out for Spathi.
Oh yeah, he's looking to get some derricks, I think.
Yep, I do believe that is the case. Alstar just producing ghost miners.
I think that this map definitely has some interesting potential to contest derricks, particularly if you're two fast factions, because then you can really go out and try and take control. And so, particularly with the Opus engineer strat, you can really get out there and make a mess.
Yeah, there's about, 3-4 oil derricks out in the open there, out away from your base?
Yeah, there's 4 that are relatively contestable for the ones next to your base.
Speaking of being contestable, Alstar's about to take one of Spathi's top left oil derricks away from him.
Yep.
So...
looks like Spathi's just macroing up while Alstar's going for the heavy push early on.
Yes, indeed. We've got quite a few Mantis tanks, a couple of archers, a couple of initiates.
I hope he responds to this soon, because there's a lot of Mantis coming.
Stinger's coming out, already for the stealth detection.
Yeah, I'll push the give it. Okay, he's reacting.
Yeah. Pandora hub in the production for Alstar, same for Spathi. Spathi's going for the hard tech here.
Ooh. That's a gamble and a half, but if he holds this off, it'll pay off, I think.
He's going to need the shadow tanks. Here comes
Alstar picking up an oil Opus, that's a good start.
Good start. No way to
damage.
take out miners yet, though.
He's got the Stingers coming, he's got detection.
Stingers are relatively open. Pandora hub available, and he's gone straight into shadow tank production.
That doesn't surprise me very much. I can only endorse this, but I do think that he needs more Opus out.
We'll see how the shadow tanks upgrading to medium armor will affect the game. There's quite a sizable amount of initiates here.
Yes, it gives them much better chances against things like initiates and war miners, but against tanks it's basically just the same. So yeah, I still think that you should actually opt for Opus here, because it gives you, that bit more survivability against tank spam. Plus the detection. Although, having said that, speeder tracks are coming, and shadows are your ideal counters to those. It's kind of 50-50 what you want to do.
Each to their own. We've got 4 shadow tanks out for Spathi. Alstar with the MCV push.
Yeah, MCV out. This is quite a common build order I find on this map. I am surprised by both players. Neither of them has gone for a second factory or something. It's all one factory teching.
Yeah, Spathi working on a 3rd refinery.
Lots of infantry.
Yeah, likely to try and use the building queue as a separate miner production area.
What's in Spathi's queue right now? Is it radar?
No, it's as I said, it's just it's another oil refinery.
Oh, right, yeah.
Alstar
for a
also
heavy
working on ore
infantry
refinery. That's a lot of spooks.
Like, yeah, that is a lot of spooks.
I'm
But
not entirely sure
how,
what to say.
Look how many infantry Spathi's got, though.
That's fair, but I
I
prefer
think the
making
infantry
Doom
are-
Riders.
Well, he doesn't have radar, so we can't make them.
That's true. The shadow tanks
Speeder-
have evaded the. No, sorry, the.
Oh, look, these speeders gonna get ambushed. Ready?
Oh,
there we go.
look at that!
Yeah, that's the mean things that shadows can do.
Here comes the main engagement on the left. Got a couple of mind control from the Mantis tanks. Denying the crushes. Alstar's
Yeah,
push. He's shut down.
the adepts really played out though.
Good use of mind control here. The Alstar
Yeah.
speeders being ambushed as well.
Alstar has the map control advantage, but Spaathi's got the unit advantage.
Although whether or not he puts it to good use is another question entirely. There is a monolith used in a defensive capacity.
I think he was expecting a counter push.
However, that is not coming. Spathy's working on his gene plug, whereas Alstar
Yes.
is working on a frontier barracks.
I think Alstar needs to start macroing up really hard. Like, there's a lot of shadows out on the field, and he's not properly equipped to deal with them.
Question is, what would Cell use to counter the shadow tanks, especially for the ambush?
I'd go with a combo of Mantis and Adepts. And some detection. Well, you just need like the beef basically, and speeders are a bit too squishy.
It's a fair play then. The infantry are moving out on the bottom right. Bloody hell, this vehicle queue's just been nothing but shadows for the past 5 days.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. That's the common strategy.
Infantry pulling back, the shadow tanks looking for miners points up all through the native area, but they're not finding any. And he has
shadows
only
have
just
been spotted.
broadcast.
Problem is he doesn't have any detection with the army, so we can't actually do anything about them.
That is indeed
I
the problem.
think they killed a miner. I don't see any miners on his main pad, so
No, neither
like
do
they were
I.
sniped off. How's somebody looking for both players?
Alstar sitting on 12k, Spathi 10k.
Okay, so they're still fairly well loaded then.
Still fairly well loaded. Spathy's about to finish mining out his native ore field though. He's going to have to look to expand.
Shadows in the ore field.
Yep. How many miners does Alstar have? I can't see his stuff.
I count at least 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think he's got 6 at the moment.
4, 5, 6. Yeah, both players have the same amount of miners then. So they're
The problem,
relatively
the problem for Alstar has is that Spathi has the element of surprise in every respect. Oh, he's
there are the shadow tanks again. Alstar with the stinger production.
Oh, Ikala is here. I think he needs mind readers as well. They'd help quite a lot here.
I suppose it's an option. Shadow tanks just keep cropping up in different places all at the same time.
Yeah, that's the thing that shadows bring you.
Yeah.
If Alstar had the bulk of his army not lost in that push, then he wouldn't be quite in such a trouble
Yeah.
dealing with them.
It's a group of 2 different shadows. It's actually quite smart. He's dropping in with one blob, pulling away, or rather was. Now he's actually been caught out.
Yeah, he's been caught out because he didn't put them on no 5-0s.
Oh, but again, Alstar has only 1 stinger, and it's on the wrong side of the army. And the Dune
Shadow's still in the
Riders,
expansion.
Dune Riders just get obliterated by the 14 shadow tanks.
Oh, Malva's dead. Rip.
That's unfortunate.
Actually, that reminds me, Alstar was 2-3. That'll help him quite a lot, because he'll need Oxidizers possibly for Ikala, and he'll need Plague Spotters for those infantry.
Yeah. Double MCV out from Spathi.
Also, Scourges are very effective against Shadows for the simple reason that they have Splash.
And EMP.
Yes. I love Scourges, they're so cool.
Scourges are a nice unit to see. Alstar is about to run broke, whereas Spathi has 5k left in the bank. So,
Yeah, I think it's because he's not maining his mine. Maining his mine? No, mining his main. There we go.
there we go. Those are the words. Spathy's just bypassing Alstar's expansion completely and just sending a lone Arcala. He's going straight for Alstar's main base here.
Yeah. That army, other than Run, is mostly just not that beefy, so it's
It
not
is largely just
too
archers
bad.
and initiates.
He just needs to be careful about Akala as it's wrecking his MCV.
Yeah, and the Shadow Tank's there as well to catch him on the if he decides to unpack. Only that's in production for Alstar.
Yep.
Right, I think this Akala's going to go down. Yeah, that's been caught out.
Yeah. The Mantis did a really good job of tanking the damage there.
That was really good. Alstar's going to go for the counter-attack. I think we're going to see a base race here.
This does look like a base raid. Ran dies. Oh my god, that's
oh, that could have been far, far worse. There's still plenty of initiates alive. Alstar needs to get back to commanding his units. Otherwise he's going to lose the base race.
Alstar's in some trouble here.
Yeah, he's deployed a bloating tunnel at the back of his base, just to try and spawn some bloatics and try and deal with the infantry.
Yeah.
Yep, there we go. They've been noticed. It's actually a good move.
Yeah, look, they're all running away from them.
Oh, that's a good bloating. But he's still got some
Oh,
spare.
that's a lot of adepts. Adepts are cleaned up though.
Yeah, lots of mind control.
Yeah, Alstar's counter push is coming in now.
There's not a lot left of the counter push though.
He's got enough to clean up the expansion though.
Yeah, unfortunately Alstar's main base was cleaned up in that. He's got a whole lot to show for it.
He's got VATs and I assume he's got money as well, correct?
Alstar has 9k and the VATs, yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely not unwinnable.
I'd say Alstar's come out worse on that though.
Yeah. What's in Spathi's queue? I assume it's in Akala, right?
Yes, it's an Akala. Another ore refinery in the MCV. And initiates at the barracks.
So I think Spathi... How much money is he? Yeah, because he's at risk of
7K.
losing all mining. Okay.
Oh, lots of juicy crushes from the ghost miners.
So he can see them. He has detection. All of these ghost miners...
Is that link detection bug?
No, it's Malvo.
Ah, Malva's in that. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the spooks just wiped out the infantry army up at the top. I think.
Nice.
No, they did. They cleaned up a fair amount of it because there's a few elite spooks in there.
Yeah, Malvo can kill absolutely everybody here. Oh no, they can't. There's shadows.
No, there's shadow tags.
Yep. A lot of lost mining here. Alstar needs viruses.
Yeah, Spathi only has the one ghost miner. That's pretty. And he's got 5k. So yeah, more ghost miners in that vehicle production queue. Alstar needs to rebuild his military. Do something about this infantry bob. Double barracks?
That is a lot of spooks. Oh god.
Oh jeez. He's gonna try and crush the spooks. Shadow Ring popped out.
You can't. Shadows don't crush, by the way. They're just getting in the way.
Barrier down.
I think that might be it.
I think this might be all she wrote. Our circle's GG.
Yeah.
There we go.
I think against HQ you need to macro more.
Definitely. The speeder ambush was good, but